Good morning, brother. No news, I'm afraid.
I have a plan.
Do you now?
The Nords. You found them once. Could you do so again?
I could try, but I don't see how that would
They
help.
are the fates of these lands, are they not? I would know what they know,
You may not find them cooperative.
as long as I find them. Where do we search?
Midgard. But if Atreus is in Asgard, there's no getting him back without an army. We should be raising one.
Yes, nothing like a catastrophic war to improve the situation. The boy seems quite capable. Perhaps if you simply give him some time.
You are not free of blame here. You encouraged his foolishness, his confusion. I do not seek war. But if Odin has stolen my son, Dudes, I will go too.
Your nature has always been clear, Kratos. But you, Freya. War is a first resort. That's not the Freya I knew. I hope the Norns can give you the counsel you need. Perhaps mine is no longer of use here.
Tyr, stop. This is no time to divide ourselves further. Come, sit, please.
You have been quiet.
Frankly, I'm surprised you, of all people, would seek out fate. But your instincts haven't let us down so far. Let's find the Norns.
Who am I to offer him counsel? I only hoped to help the boy find his answers. And I failed. What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified.
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I worry.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have... Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Madam Letha, where have you gone? How odd. It is unlike her to abandon her children even for a moment.
Enter. Midgard.
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find these Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't need to be.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where would they get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course.
I don't know what you're looking for out here, but when you want to find the Norns, We'll need to get back to your wolf sled.
We should get down to the wolves, brother.
Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing more.
You don't imagine it's a chance to clear up all this mess about prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The Giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely.
Scent
See
tracking.
how their heads point
Wolves'
away.
noses point in the direction of a scent. Barking and excitement increases when nearing the source.
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Satan.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
I should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you recover yourself. She's so loyal and wise, and clever, tall.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Norns live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible.
The wolves lead us here.
Raider on the left! Left side, brother!
Press light attack button or heavy attack button to attack.
Nicely done. Behind you, brother!
The way forward is magically set. Something in here is giving it power.
Might I suggest the ominous broken gravestone?
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
Let's keep looking. This way. I feel a trace of their illusions here. I can try to dispel it.
Now's no time to wander off, brother. Freya's found something.
Oh, no. There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
And what's the hilt of a cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it.
The wolves are tracking a scent.
When you enter the Norn's domain, it can be disorienting. Like being inside your own mind.
But if we go in together, are we in each other's minds? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. More bloody Draugr. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! That Draugr
Whatever.
reminds me of tales of a cruel empress, one too angry to die.
We will see.
Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
Hold. We will finish later.
asking about my last visit to the North. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate.
Let this wait. Stay alert. So the Norns told you nothing could change Baldur's fate.
They did, which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated?
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It is the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone have that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience.
Another gravestone, but this one's intact.
Aye.
Hold light attack button or evade button to drift.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason. He disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
Set that aside for now. Come.
Hold light attack button or evade button to drift. Hold light attack button or evade button
His
to
name
drift.
was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Whenever you need it.
Good thing we didn't miss this.
Or abilities like runic attacks and range.
Freya, how was Sigrun when you saw her last?
She's still incorporeal, ever since Kratos set her free of her corrupted form. But she hasn't let that stop her from helping any way
Hold
she
light
can.
attack button or evade
truth
button
is-
to drift.
I owe her more than I can repay.
I doubt she'd see it that way. When we freed her, she could speak of little else but her reverence for you. Seeing you yourself again would surely be payment enough. Getting back to your story, Freya. You granted an audience to Hrimthur after he finished building Asgard's wall. What at long last did he whisper to you?
Well, he said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, As if he somehow knew better and continued.
The steps leads here.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something. Open up. Nothing. Another dead end.
A trap!
Behind you, brother!
That's all. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves then.
What is up here?
I don't feel anything. It's not related to the Norns.
Could be interesting enough in its own right.
What's that outpost?
Complete it. If you change your mind,
You won't believe it, Mindy. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund.
Kratos, Lady Freya.
Hello again, Sindri. Is that a frozen lightning
The
bolt?
wolves are tracking
My
the
fight
scent.
with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake. So, Freya, if we might finish your story. How did Hrimthur intend to get revenge on the Aesir for killing his father? Did it have to do with Asgard's wall?
It did. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard realm tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall,
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
this is the place. We need to work our way up. This way. Up there. There. Can you cut a way through the ice?
Oh, are the Norns making magical ice walls now?
No. I think the water just froze.
More of your friends.
I didn't know that it would be here.
Ranger on the left!
I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Not that they have any idea that's what they're doing.
Freya, thank you for your help. I know this was not your focus.
The sooner we find your son, the sooner you'll be able to focus. I just hope it works.
Just the same, thank you.
A fine sentiment, but write her a bloody note when we're out of the cold, brother.
I feel something. It's stronger this time. Over here. Open up. The
Ah, isn't it always the third place you look? Is everyone hearing that creepy whisper? You'd
It
raise
is
them
like
by
an itch.
yourself?
In the mind.
I have no
It
small
means we've
experience
stepped into
managing
their domain.
extreme
Be ready
personality.
for anything.
Compared to wrestling
Illusions.
with my emotions in the most
Projections,
literal of
possibly.
senses.
But assume
I dare
nothing.
say raising a
There's no
handful
telling
of
what manner of creature
real
they've
walking
made unwitting
mark.
guards.
All that said,
Delightful.
I'm
About
happy to-
Nithog. You should know. We had no...
Kratos, Ghost of Sparta, Bane of Olympus, Weapon of the gods, turned he faces a redemption he knows can never deserve. He cannot change.
Are we in our own minds yet? He certainly seemed real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind can be real too.
Seems he was guarding that way outside.
This place almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
Freya of the Vanir, master of magics, queen of the Valkyries, witch of the woods, Frigg of Asgard, destroyer of all she would hope to protect. She always finds someone to blame. She cannot change.
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to kings, merry wanderer of the woods, Robin of the Goodfellas.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive.
बिना किसी बकचोदी
डील बनाने में आसानी होगी। दे दे यार।
बड़ी जल्दी तो हो भी जाता है मेरा।
अरे बहनचोद।
काली?
हाँ, आखिर पी तो आप भी तो देते हो।
अरे इतनी भी नहीं देते।
अरे माँ की चूत, तलाक है, तलाक है, तलाक है।
अब क्या फायदा कैरी? तुम्हारे चैनल की पूरी कस्टडी अब मेरी हो गई है। टॉम का दुश्मन जेरी और जोरू का गुलाम कैरी।
शादी करके जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई मेरी। घोड़ी चढ़ने से भी डर लगता है।
तो ये वाली घोड़ी चढ़े ना।
तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? अगर ये सच हो जाता तो मैं अपने गोली मार लेता। खैर, हमारे सवाल जवाब की परंपरा इस साल भी जारी है, तो आओ यार अपनों को शादी का प्रसव देना बंद करो और शुरू करते हैं बिना किसी स्वागत के।
कैरी मिनाटी, तू मिस्टर बीस्ट की चॉकलेट लगाकर मेरा लंड चूसेगा?
तू ले ही ना पाएगा। उसकी एक चॉकलेट में तेरी महीने की दिहाड़ी निकल जाएगी।
ये अभी तुमने किया था बर्ड्स तुझे खुले जिसमें पता नहीं कौन कौन था। सब मुझे क्यों नहीं बुलाया?
अगली बार पक्का बुलाऊंगा, बस इतना बता दे रणवीर अलाहाबादिया के लंड पे सहरा बांधेगा।
बीस्ट की कुछ ज्यादा चाट रखी वीडियो में, तो अगली वीडियो में ध्यान देना और कम कम थोड़ी चाटना।
अब तू किसकी चाट के आ रहा? मूंछों पे एक्स्ट्रा बाल लगे हुए हैं। अगली बार ध्यान देना और थोड़ी कम कम चाटना।
मिस्टर बीस्ट के टट्टे भी उसकी तरह सफेद है क्या?
पता नहीं चला यार, उस टाइम पे चॉकलेट लगी हुई थी।
हाँ तू कैरी मिनाटी मिस्टर बीस्ट से क्या जान मरवाने दे?
मिस्टर बीट हीट ब्रीड गांड तो तूने मार दी नाम की।
भाई अगर आगे कोई जीएफ है तो इंस्टा आईडी दे दो।
अबे सत्यम शिवम बदसूरतम, जैसे तेरे बाल है मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड से पहले तेरा बॉयफ्रेंड बन जाएगा।
हेलो कैरी भाई।
भाई
बॉलीवुड फिल्म बन रही होगी तो आपके हिसाब से उसका टाइटल क्या होगा?
कैरी भाई, ये धीरे धीरे मैं सलमान खान क्यों बनता जा रहा हूँ? कोई है जो मुझसे अट्रैक्ट हो जाए।
कैरी जी।
अरे भंचत दीपक।
हेलो कैरी मिनाटी, आई एम 48 ईयर ओल्ड। क्या इस एज की भी फैन होते हैं आपके? मैं हूँ।
बच्चों वाली ऑडियंस है? बच्चों वाली ऑडियंस है? 2 बच्चों की मम्मी वाली ऑडियंस है।
चल, तो कभी तुमने धर्मेंद्र ठाकर की ऊपर वीडियो बनाने का सोचा है तो जल्दी बनाओ। वी आर वेटिंग फॉर इट।
उसके लिए पहले तुमको दुगना लगान देना पड़ेगा। I am also waiting for it.
Bro, how do you find your passions to type such nonsense videos you make?
कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। नॉर्मल बात करो, फोकस होता।
कैरी भाई, मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन है।
ओए कोई हंसेगा नहीं, इस साइड से अपाहिज है यार।
साइज बता दो बस।
अबे साले, इतना साइज है कि यहाँ से भी अपाहिज हो जाएगा।
कैरी मिनाटी, ये बता तू चांद पे जमीन कब ले रहा है?
पहले ये बता तू तकिया कब ले रहा है?
अगर आपके रूम में कोई डेड बॉडी मिलती है तो आप क्या करेंगे?
अबे ढोलकपुर के रफ्तार फुट के अलावा और कुछ मारा आज तक तूने?
मेरा आपसे प्रश्न है कि मुठ मारना बंद कैसे करें, क्योंकि मुठ मारते मारते शरीर की माचुदी पड़ी।
इसकी कमर से ज्यादा मोटी नोरा फतेही की कलाई है। एक काम कर, वहाँ पे एक घंटा बांध ले, ताकि जैसे हिलाना शुरू करे पूरे घर में शोर मच जाएगा।
तो क्या कैरी भाई, मेरा एक सिंपल सा सवाल है।
पहले मेरा एक सवाल है, ये अंडमान का मेंढक पानी के बाहर कैसे निकल गया?
क्या हम आपको भी ताजा खबर जैसे कोई वेब सीरीज में फीचर रहते हुए देख सकते हैं?
बाकी सब तो देख लेंगे, तू देख पाएगा? मैं नर्क जाने वाला हूँ।
कैरी भाई फेम को हजम कैसे करते हो? ईगो नहीं पड़ता आपका?
अब तुमसे ही तो मेरी चौड़ है, तुम्हारे सामने ईगो रख के क्या करूंगा?
कैरी भाई will you...
अरे अपरिचित के चौधे 100 तरह के रोग ले ले, पर इन झाटों का मकसद क्या है?
कैरी भाई, मैं आपको अपने लंड पे बैठा के पूरे आसमान की सैर कराना चाहता हूँ।
अब गोरखपुर के मजदूर जमीन पे रह ले, तेरे लंड पे फ्लाई एमिरेट्स लिखा है क्या जो आसमान की चेयर करवा देगा? थप्पड़ मारूंगा खींच के। ऑनलाइन लौंडो को चुम्मिया दे रहा, बताओ तेरी मम्मी को। हाँ हाँ, मुझे दे दो सारी चुम्मियां। लॉन्डो का मियां खलीफा हूँ ना मैं। 15% फीमेल ऑडियंस है, इन हरकतों की वजह से 4 बच रही हैं, और उनमें से एक तो ये है।
बस गाड़ियाँ कितनी हैं, और अगर आपके पास एक भी नहीं है तो आप YouTube पे वीडियोस कैसे बनाओगे?
वीडियो डालने के लिए अगर गाड़ी लग रही होती तो छपरियों के ब्लॉग नहीं आ रहे होते।
कैरी में क्वेश्चन इज आवर पेरेंट्स फोर्सिंग फॉर मैरी, बहन जो शादी कर लो।
अबे एलेक्जेंडर द ग्रैंड सीधे यही बोल देता, माँ पेरेंट नो फोर्स मैरी।
कैरी भाई, क्या आपको कभी किसी से प्यार हुआ है?
फिलहाल तो तेरी नाक पे आ रहा है, एक बार जरा ये खोल देगा अपनी नाक से? थैंक्स।
कैरी भाई, आप तब तक शादी मत करना जब तक आप कुछ कमा ना ले,
और तू तब तक घर से बाहर मत निकलियो जब तक ये पैच ना आ जाए। ये क्या किया है? गोटी के ऊपर के बाल घोटों के ऊपर लगा लिए हैं क्या?
भैया आपसे क्वेश्चन मेरा ये है कि आपका 6 पैक कब तक आने वाला है?
6 पैक कॉन्डम दे दो भैया पहले।
हम लोग आपको नए लुक में देखना चाहते हैं।
मेरी बॉडी देख के आपको क्या फायदा होगा? ओह,
किल, मैरी और फक आशीष अंचलानी, हर्ष बेनीवाल और रणवीर अलावालिया।
मैं तीनों ही चोद दूंगा। फोरसम सुना? फोरसम। अब तो आशीष भी सेक्सी हो गया है। अगर पहले की बात होती तो उसे बिस्तर बना के थ्रीसम कर लेते।
बस सिंपल से मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि आपका बॉडी काउंट क्या है? मुझसे पूछोगे अनगिनत है, इन्फिनिटी है बस।
अरे जोमेटो डिलीवरी बॉय, बिरयानी डिलीवर करना बॉडी काउंट में नहीं आता, इन्फिनिटी।
को ऐसा करियर यूज करना सही होगा कि नहीं?
अब बंगाल की झंडा है, तू टिकटॉक ही बना।
शुरू में हाउ डिड यू पुट योरसेल्फ आउट देयर?
जब तुम्हारे करने की इच्छा तुम्हारे डर से ज्यादा हो तो भाई किया जाता, सोचा नहीं जाता।
भाई कैरी, मेरा सवाल है, अभी मैं कॉलेज में हूँ, क्या करूँ?
एक काम कर, हथौड़ा ले और यहाँ दे के मार, ताकि दोनों साइड बराबर हो जाए।
कौन सी यूट्यूबर किस तरह की नशा करती है? अगर पता हो तो जरा बताना।
गरीबों के एनसी भी चरस और गांजा साथ में फूक लिया है क्या?
क्या तुम हाइट बढ़ाने की टिप्स दे सकते हो?
खलीजा मांगना, मैं तो खुद उसके आंडों तक आता हूँ।
क्यों बोलती है सिग्मा के चक्कर में नहीं रहने भाई?
अबे नाक के ऊपर टट्टा कैसे उग रहा है? एक बार को शादी होगी ना, बीवी ना देख रही सिग्मा विग्मा, पिल्ला बन के रह जाएगा।
कैरी भाई किसी का चूसे।
अब तेरा माथे पे टाटा नैनो लिखवा के झोड़ी बना दूंगा।
आपको रात को नींद लगती है?
ना, गांड में सी टाइप का चार्जर लगता है।
मैं म्यूजिशियन और मैं चाहता हूँ अपने माइक पे बांध दो और मैं उसको सैंपल करूँ।
अब भोजपुरी अरिजीत सिंह खुद का सैंपल बना ले, तेरे तो पाद में भी राग निकलता होगा।
आप विरोध को विरोध करते हैं या विरोध पहनना चाहते हैं?
अरे बेटा विनोद, विरोध का विरोध करोगे तो ये हो जाएगा।
कैरी भाई, मुझे आपके घोटे चाट लगे भाई।
निरोध पहने, एक गलती आपकी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर सकती है।
अबे ऐसों के लिए तो पत्ता, पन्नी, सांप की खाल लगा लो, बस ये नहीं होना चाहिए। अबे जीबी रोड के अंबानी कपड़ों का पहाड़ लगा रखा, पहले अलमारी खरीद ले।
हेलो कैरी भाई, मैं हूँ बटवा
और मैं हूँ गणवा, जो तुझे वीडियो में ले रहा हूँ।
बता दीजिए ना।
अब सवाल पूछते पूछते गीला क्यों हो रहा है? और जैसा तेरा शरीर है करना तो तुझे चाहिए, रनिंग।
आप जिम वगैरह जाया कीजिए, आपको कितने सालों से वैसे का वैसे ही देख रहा हूँ मैं।
तेरी बीवी भी तो कितने सालों से वही गुब्बारा देख रही है। जिम वगैरह जाया कीजिए, वरना काहे दिन सीढ़ी से गिर के टप्पा खा जाएगा।
कौन से कलर की छुट्टी पहनी है भैया?
स्पाइडरमैन वाली नकाब पहनेगा।
एक सक्सेसफुल यूट्यूबर बनने के लिए छोटी सी टिप दे दो, लगभग आपकी नुन्नी के बराबर।
अब आदिवासी हेयर ऑयल वाले जंगल के मोगली नुन्नी की तरह चैनल भी घिस घिस के ही तो बड़ा होगा।
जॉनी सिंह के साथ एक कोलैबोरेशन कर सकते हो।
क्या? अबे हिन आ क्यों रहा है? पीछे से जॉनी सिंह भी आ गया क्या? अब देखो ये सब हंसी है, मजाक है, किसी बात का बुरा मत मानना यार। वैसे भी तुम्हारे बिना मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, इसलिए मेरी तरफ से सबको आई लव यू यार। अब अगर तुम्हें वीडियो पसंद आई तो लाइक कर दो। एम करते हैं 3 मिलियन लाइक के लिए। और अगर तुम लोग नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब करो, वो जो लाल वाला बटन है उसके साथ शादी करो या फिर सुहाग रात करो, मुझे नहीं पता, बस क्लिक हो जाना चाहिए। अब चलो यार, मैं भी करते हैं। अरे बहनचोद, मोहित बचा।
गांड में दम होगा ना तो मेरी वीडियो नहीं डालेगा। क्या
It is not her.
No, of course.
Mimir! Atreus! I am coming! Atreus! Atreus! I am here!
I think it's over. Did we pass the test?
Didn't feel much like succeeding.
I see the door has disappeared.
Or it was never there.
They toy with us still. What is that?
A kelpie. Don't see many of those in these parts.
She must be theirs.
Will she take us to them?
I'll ask her. Nicely. Easy, girl. Easy. That's right.
Care to talk about whatever the Norns put you through?
No.
Get on.
That's a good lass. Lovely creatures, but temperamental by reputation. In my land, they'd keep children away from the lost by telling them a kelpie would drown them. Of course, no kelpie I know would do such a thing. Unless it was disrespected.
It walks on water.
Aye. No mystical water steeds to speak of in Greece, brother?
There were the hippocamps. They served the sea god. I battled one upon a titan.
That might not be her favorite subject.
Fate's own hideaway. Never doubted we'd make it.
Kratos, Freya, and Mimir's head. Enter the home of the Norns. Tentatively. They have finally reached their destination. Kratos speaks first.
I seek my son.
You know the child is in Asgard. No, you seek what all who search for us seek. To know the ending to your story. The ghost of Sparta furrows his brow menacingly. He resists the urge to grunt. Oh, he fails. You come to us, piteous archetypes, seeking freedom from your scripts. As if knowing your lines would grant you the power to rewrite them.
Speak plain.
You will die, Kratos of Sparta.
But you called him the destroyer of fate. There must be a way to subvert destiny.
There is no destiny, Puck. The protagonists are speechless. They do not understand. There is no grand design, no script. Only the choices you make. That your choices are so predictable merely make us seem prescient.
When my son was born, shut up! Your prophecy said he would die a needless death.
And he did. Because you could not let him go. Because he thirsted for revenge. And because you kill gods.
But what Kratos did, it was not